The end of an era for Barcelona. Earlier on today, Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Jordi Alba will be leaving Barcelona at the end of the season. This comes after Sergio Busquets himself confirmed that he will also be leaving Barcelona at the end of the season, and Gerard Piqué left earlier on this year. This is sad news, to be honest. I mean, you know, you've got three legends of Barcelona over the last sort of 10 or so years. You know, the famous sides of La Masia and stuff, who are now going to be, or who are now / have left the club. It's sad. Of course it's sad. Every club needs a natural development, and obviously that's understandable. But it's sad to see these players go. I'll read you what Fabrizio Romano said. Breaking, Alba leaves. Jordi Alba has now decided to leave Barcelona with immediate effect after 11 years with Blaugrana. Alba has negotiated with Barca in the last few days, as he will part ways with the club starting from June 1st. Spanish left-back was under contract until June 2024, but he will leave part of his salary to try a new chapter. After Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba will leave soon. It's weird because this, obviously, why are Barcelona doing this? Barcelona are doing this to try and get Lionel Messi back. They've let Busquets go and they're going to be letting Alba go, also that they can try and get Leo Messi back, and that is understandable. Lionel Messi is Barcelona's best ever player. So of course they are going to try everything they can to get him back at the football club. Of course, that just makes sense. But it's sad. It is sad. But we'll have to see what happens here. I mean, from somebody who's been to the Nou Camp, I went to the Nou Camp in 2019. It's strange to see all of these iconic players leave the football club. Jordi Alba, Busquets, Piqué, you know, legends of the football club, all leaving in one season to try and bring back possibly the greatest ever player in Lionel Messi, and of course that's understandable. But it's a lot, and I wonder if Barcelona will root to regret this. Remember, you know, they're losing one of their star left backs, and they're losing one of their best defensive midfielders. They're going to need to replace both of those players, and I don't think they will. They're supposed to be getting Inigo Martinez this summer, and I think then they'll go out and get Messi in. To be honest, I don't think they'll be able to do anything else after getting Lionel Messi in, depending on what his wages, which you'd expect to be maybe 150, 200 grand a week. I don't think they could physically get him on more than that, because I don't think they can do it themselves. And I think Messi probably takes that to go back to a club where he is so loved. But Jordi Alba to be leaving Barcelona, it's weird. It's weird to be following Busquets up the door. I wonder if there's going to be anybody else leaving this summer. Obviously, we all know they've got to make about 190 million so that they can sign and register new players. I think Frankie de Jong could follow out the door. I know this, or I think they'll want him to follow out the door. The statements he's made recently are, I want to stay at this football club. I love this football club. Hence, I don't think he will be leaving. Players that I do think could move on. Great question, really. Obviously, there's links with Ansu Fati to leave the football club, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. There are also rumours that they might want to go back in for Aubameyang and try to get Aubameyang back from Chelsea for a free transfer so that they can have him, because at the moment backups to Lewandowski after letting Depay leave in January, they're few and far between. I'm interested to see what happens. I'm very, very interested to see what happens. This Barca side is starting a new chapter. I'll do a how to fix Barcelona in the next weeks or months. I'm going to try to do, you know, one for all of the top sides who are failing around Europe, and then also, you know, just transfers, the ones who are doing well, because you know, they obviously need to maintain doing well. But they'll come over the next weeks and months. I might as well just give you a little bit of context around the channel at the end of this video. The channel's been doing really, really well recently. I think people have seen that shorts doing really, really well. The last few haven't done so well, granted, so let's not jump the gun. But things are going really, really well with the channel. I do quickly want to say that on the 3rd of June, I'm going to be doing a watch along on a radio station called Takeover UK for the FA Cup final. There's talks of possibly to stream that on here as well, but I'll have to let you know about that. If not, then I'll let you know near the time to all go tune into that, because you know it should be a really, really good thing. Obviously, a watch along for, or a listen along, I guess, if it's radio, for a Manchester United Manchester City final. I've got a couple of guests to come in and we'll speak about that, and then also next week, on some point next week, I'm going to have a massive long podcast dropping, an end of the season review. I've got a lot of mates of mine, personal mates, a lot of Forest fans. So we're going to sit down and have a proper chat about the end of the season and about how the season's gone. And that could be a very, very long form podcast. So I do hope you will enjoy that whenever that comes out. But yeah, there's little context on the channel. What do you think is going to happen with Barcelona next? Who do you think they're going to bring in to replace these players? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. See ya!